Hey guys, I'm about to meditate and then go see Sinners for a second time, but I want to share something. I was looking at a TikTok. Someone had posted asking the question, how do you feel emotions in your body? And I thought it was a great question because for me, I am extremely empathic. I feel deeply. And so if I am highly anxious, I will feel it all over my body from my toes to my fingers, my elbows. It's like a flood. I can feel it flooding through my body. And I know that cortisol um, is a part of that. And the pain is excruciating and it could be debilitating if I don't self regulate, which is why I'm meditating. If I don't self regulate by meditating or praying, going out into nature, breath work, things like that, then it could be very debilitating for me. At the same time, on the other hand, joy and happiness is the same. And music does that for me. I did a post a while back about how music just makes me feel just, I love it. And, certain songs. So if I was listening to a Tasha Cobbs song, I'm just going to be just filled with the spirit. It is such a powerful feeling. But if I'm listening to some hardcore rap, oh, I'm aggressive. I'm a thug. And I've learned that about myself because the frequencies in the music impacts us, our body, our brain waves. So I try to be very intentional about what I consume, which is why I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. And I have to balance how much news I watch. And I love the news. I love social commentary. I love politics. And a large part of my dissertation research involved those topics. However, I realized how it affected me physically and emotionally, and I didn't like being in that anxious space. So I'm learning to balance um, being informed and educating myself while also regulating the impact it may have on me emotionally. But I also balance that by filling myself with things that do bring me joy, that put me at ease, make me feel peaceful, like going to the movies. However, in the movie, there are parts that I just felt, and I'm sure everyone others had the same experience, but I didn't even do a video about Sinners because I just couldn't find the words. I was, it puts me in such an emotional space that no words can even come out to fully express how it makes me feel. And the reading books does the same thing for me. I'm an avid reader. Like, I probably have probably about 1,000 books, no lie. And I first started reading in the sixth grade. My mother had Alex Haley's Roots on our bookshelf, and I read it one summer going into my sixth grade year. And I didn't realize this until I got older, that I am extremely empathic because not only can I feel things that I experience, but I also feel things from others, their emotions. I feel that energy and it can impact me just the same. And I also feel that when I read. When I read Roots, I'm visualizing it right now. I got to the part where he was describing the transatlantic slave um, journey, the kidnapping, and the way he described it so vividly, I could smell the blood. I could see the bodies stacked on top of each other. I could see the sweat on their skin. I could smell the blood. And it just filled me with fear and sadness then. And I didn't understand that that's not typical. It's not normal. I'm learning that how I channel the energy that I consume from outside forces makes a difference on the quality of my life. And so, like I said, meditating and praying is important to me, but it also impacted my research because I had to, like, balance myself, because the things that I was learning and uncovering about the world that we live in was, it was cognitive dissonance, and I felt it. So I thought that question was really powerful. I don't know if we tune in to our emotions enough to know how we're feeling, to be able to name it. I did a video a while back, a couple of months ago, about naming your emotions, and there's an emotions wheel that you can look at to kind of identify and pin down how you're feeling. And once you can pin it down and identify, then you can work to address it. If it's a negative emotion, And one of the things that I have learned is I am not my emotions. I am not my thoughts. I control those things. And as they come into my consciousness, I have to be aware enough to observe it, but not to absorb it. And acknowledging that fear, sadness, those are normal human reactions, but it doesn't have to be a part of me. That was just so interesting, and speaks to the value and importance of self-regulation. And a lot of people lack that ability because of a variety of reasons. I mean, there are a lot of things, trauma, there's just so many things that impacts that. But how do emotions show up in your life? And how do you regulate the negative emotions? Like for me, like if I'm in a high stressful situation that is really, really extreme, and I've been in that situation many times, it can put me in the bed because of pain, literally, a physical symptom. And I didn't realize that was a physiological response to pain. I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, why am I in pain? And this is excruciating. And for me, I had to learn breath work, breathing, and the importance of self-regulating. And I know that working with children, I worked in K through 12 for 21 years. A lot of our youth lack the ability to self-regulate. And so anger comes out, hyperactivity comes out, sadness comes out, and they don't know how to channel that energy, those emotions. Emotions is energy. And so for our youth that don't know how to channel that or redirect it, it can be debilitating in so many other ways. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how it impacts you. Thanks for sharing in advance. Hey guys, just adding this picture to get me over the 8-minute mark. Thank you for watching my video, especially if you made it this far. Hope you're having a great day. Besitos.